Namaste. So I'm going to read Book 7, Chapter 6, on granting the Ashwins the right to drink the Soma juice. Om Vakratana Mahakaya Suryakoti Samparvanira Vigram Kavya Sarvakaya Sushi. Om Ekarantaya Vakratana. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Saksha. Ya Devi Sarvoteshu Vidyara Vinna Samshra Masasana. Janamajaya said, O Muni, how did Maharishi Chayavana make these twin devas drink Soma, and how his words came out to be true? Human strength is insignificant compared to Indra's strength. Indra forbade the physicians, the Ashwins, to drink the Soma juice. How then could the Muni give the right thereof? This is very wonderful. Therefore, O thou devoted to Dharma, O Lord, describe in detail the doings of this Maharishi Jayavana. I am very anxious to hear it. Vyasa said, O king, in that famous sacrifice of the king Saryati, Jayavana Rishi did wonderful feats. O Bharata, I am now narrating to you his entirely wonderful character. Hear it attentively. Maharishi Jayavana, illustrious like the Devas, began to enjoy with a cheerful mind and gladdened heart with his beautiful wife Sukanya, who was like a Deva Kanya. Now, once on an occasion, the wife of Saryati became very anxious and trembling said to her husband, weeping, O king, you have betrothed your daughter to the blind Muni Jayavana. Now it is your duty to go and inquire whether the daughter is living or is dead. O Lord, what is my beautiful daughter doing with that husband? Please go just now to the Muni Ashrama and see about it. O Rajasi, I always burn in pain and agony when I think of her. She must have become very lean and thin due to the troubles of tapasya. Please bring her quickly here to my presence. She is suffering an everlasting pain from having an aged blind husband, and it is quite likely she has become very lean and thin. I am anxious, therefore, to see my daughter lean and thin, who is wearing barks of trees as her dress. Saryati said, O broad-eyed one, I am going gladly just now to see my dear daughter and that Muni of severe vows. Vyasa said, O king, thus saying to his wife, distressed with sorrow, the king Saryati mounted on his chariot and quickly went towards the ashrama of the Chayavana Muni. On reaching there, he saw the Maharishi Chayavana like a Deva's son. Seeing his body like that of Deva, the king became bewildered and began to think thus, what has my daughter done? Such an ugly act, blamable in the society. That Muni was very calm and quiet, penniless, and very old. My daughter, perhaps being overpowered with passion, killed him and has taken, no doubt, another husband. It is indeed difficult to control the god of love, armed with his flowery bow. The period of youth is moreover very hard to conquer. So this daughter, impelled by lust, has thrown a dreadful stigma on the clear name of the family and the great Manu. Fie on him whose daughter in this world is of a vicious character. It seems that the daughters are born for the expiation of all the sins committed by their fathers. But what an unjust act have I committed for my own selfish ends. It is highly incumbent of every father to betroth his daughter with every care possible to a bridegroom suitable in every respect. But I did not do it, and now have got the fruits equivalent to my doing. If I kill my daughter, vicious and unchaste, I will incur sin due to killing a woman, and moreover my daughter. I am the cause of the stain on Muni's line of descent. On the one hand, the scandal on one is very powerful, and the affection for the daughter is strong on the other. What am I to do now? The king became merged in deep thoughts. At this time, Sukanya accidentally saw her father thus drowned in anxious thoughts. Seeing him, Sukanya instantly came to her father's side and asked the king in sweet affectionate words, "O king, how is it that your face has become so pale with anxious thoughts? Seeing the Muni sitting in front of you, a young man with lotus eyes, O father, what are you thinking? You belong to the famous Manu's family. Besides, you are a high-minded man. You ought not to be sad so suddenly. Come quickly and bow your head down before my husband." Vyasa said, "O king." Hearing thus the daughter's words, the king became impatient with anger and began to speak to her. "O daughter, where is that age-blind ascetic Muni Chayavana? And who is this youth intoxicated with lust? A great doubt has arisen in my mind. O vicious soul, have you slain that Chayavana Muni and engaged yourself in such a sinful act? O you, a disgrace to your family, have you accepted another husband out of your desire of lust? My mind has become very much troubled on not seeing that Muni in the ashrama. O vicious one, now I don't see the Muni, but instead of him I see this bright person, and thus it is on account of your sinful behavior that my mind is drowned in the ocean of cares." Then hearing her father's words, Sukanya smiled and gladly took him at once to her husband and said, "O father, he is your son-in-law. He is the same Chayavana Muni. There is no doubt here. The twin Ashvins have given him this beautiful lustre and lotus-like eyes. The two Ashvini Kumaras came accidentally to my ashrama, and out of mercy, no doubt, they have made Chayavana such a nice young man. O king, I am not that daughter that will do a vicious act as you think. Beguiled by this beautiful form of the Muni, father, bow down before the Chayavana Muni. Ask him, and he will tell you everything." Hearing thus the daughter's words, the king went instantly to the Muni and bowed down before him and asked him affectionately thus. The king said, O son of Brigu, how have you got your eyes back? Where has your old age gone? Kindly narrate all your details as early as possible. O Brahmana, seeing your exquisitely beautiful form, a great doubt has arisen in me. So tell me everything in detail. I will be very glad, no doubt. Chayavana said, O king, the two Ashvins, the physicians of the gods, came here on their own account and have done me this good out of their mercy. Owing to that benefit thus received, I have granted them the boon that I will make them drink the soma juice in the Agnistoma Yajna of the king Saryati. Thus I have got these beautiful eyes and the new youth thereof. O king, collect yourself and sit in the holy sacrificial seat. When the Brahmin Chayavana Muni spoke thus, the king Saryati and his dear wife sat with greatest pleasure and began to talk on auspicious topics with the high-souled Muni. Then the Bhargava consoled the king and said, I will perform your sacrifice. Please collect all the necessary materials. I have promised to the Ashvins that certainly I will make them drink the soma juice. Therefore, O king, I will have to carry that out in your sacrifice. O king, if Indra be angry, I will stop him by my tapas force, and in the Agnistoma Yajna, I will make the Ashvins drink soma. Vyasa said, O king Saryati, the lord of the earth then gladly approved the proposals of Chayavana Muni. The king then showed respects to the Muni and, with a pleasant attitude of mind, returned to his city with his wife. All the while, talking of the Muni on the way, on a good auspicious day, he, possessed of enormous wealth and prosperity, prepared an excellent place for the performance of the sacrifice. The Muni Chayavana then invited Vashishta and other respectable Munis and initiated the king Satyavati for the performance of the sacrifice. At the commencement of the sacrifice, Indra and the other devas and the two Ashvins all came to the sacrifice to drink soma. Seeing the Ashvins, Indra became afraid and asked the other devas, "Why have the Ashvins come here? They are the physicians and therefore never fit to drink soma. Who has brought them hither at this great Agnistoma sacrifice?" The devas remained all silent. Chayavana Muni then became ready to offer soma to the Ashvins, and Indra immediately stopped him, saying, "They are already prohibited to drink soma as a sacrificial share, so do not accept the vessel of soma for them." Chayavana then said, "O Lord of Sachi, these are the Surya's sons. Tell, then, truly, why these are rendered unfit to drink soma. They are not of mixed blood. They are born of the legal wife of Surya Deva. O Lord of the Devas, what is the fault then of the Ashvins, the physicians, that they be prohibited to drink soma juice? Please reply, O Indra, this point must be settled by all the devas here. I have promised to make them drink the soma juice in the sacrifice. To keep my word, I have initiated the king in the sacrifice. I will have my word fulfilled. There is no doubt in this. O Indra, they have given me my youth and bestowed my eyes and have done me great good. I will also do good to them to my best. Indra said, the devas have appointed these devas their physicians, therefore they are looked down upon in the society, so they are unfit to drink soma. You need not make them drink soma. Chayavana spoke, O Indra, you have adulterated yourself with Ahilya. Why are you then giving vent to your anger thus in vain? You have treacherously murdered Vitrasura. It is quite inappropriate for a vicious person like you to say that the Ashvins cannot have the right to drink soma. This is quite impossible. O king, on the springing of this dispute, nobody spoke to Indra. The illustrious Bhargava then made them accept the soma juice. Here ends the 6th chapter of the 7th book on granting the Ashvins the right to drink the soma juice in the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, the Maha Puranam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangalakali, Bhadrakali Kapali, Dragakashma Shivati Swaswa. Hari Om Em Rim Klim Jam. Om Tvaya Mata Chapita Tvaya